Hey, this is Connie from Prosperity Finance, sharing the best financial tips so that you can be more successful with achieving your financial goals. Sometimes we have people make an inquiry with us, but in the end, they chose to work with the bank directly. Well, I totally get that. A lot of people have that perception that if they can get approval from the bank, why use a mortgage broker? However, what we find out that actually a lot of issue happens is actually from our, getting pre-approval to settlements. And we offer a lot of value actually along the journey. Now, if you don't have enough experience and you work with the bank directly, you may experience some issues and you may struggle later on. Well, in this video, I'm going to share with you how we help these clients saved a property just before settlements. So these clients, what happened to them was they purchased off-plan apartments a year ago and they paid for $520K. With the expectation the property would go up in value on settlements. However, I guess you probably expect the property market has been flat, so there's actually the capital growth didn't happen. And even worse, when the clients just about to settle, they have to do a valuation report, and the valuation report came back was actually $10K less than what they paid for. Client was really devastated because they already approved for 85%, which is the highest LVR they can get from this bank. Now, because it's apartments, although off-plan property can borrow a really high LVR, but for apartments, all other banks won't give them approval at this kind of LVR level. So they really have no options. And if they can't come up with a solution, then potentially they have to sell the property before settlements. And if they miss the settlement date, they have to pay 15% penalty interest. On the other hand, client doesn't really have $8,500 to meet the shortfall. So what do? Well, in this case, our experience came in. Now, even though we followed the normal ordering valuation report process, we can't say the valuer provides opinion which is incorrect because they are professional and they have evidence to back up their numbers. However, I understand valuation itself also have a subjective elements. So what we did is I asked the clients to find out if these other units has exactly same floor plan in the same block. And then we filtered down to those units which has the same floor plan, and they also get they purchase the buyer paid for the same amount of money or higher. And then we find out any of those buyer who paid the same amount of money or more with the same floor plan has a valuation came back at least match their purchase price. In the end, we secured a valuer who just completed a valuation report for another buyer which has the same floor plan and they paid for the same price. Before we ask our client to go ahead and order another valuation, we confirm with that valuer that they are actually also a panel valuer for that particular bank, which means even though we didn't follow the normal ordering valuation report process, we know that valuer's report can be accepted by the bank. So it definitely, if they can match the purchase price, it's going to be accepted. So the valuer agreed to go ahead and do a valuation report, and the results came back was the same as what our client paid for. Our client was obviously so happy, and the bank was very happy to accept the second valuation report. Well, you probably ask why these two registered valuer provide a different value. I would say it's definitely a subjective views difference. That's where the difference comes in. There's really no black and white. There's no right or wrong. But for our clients, it definitely helped them to save a property. This is just one example where we actually help the client after help them get a pre-approval. If you know your friends or family who are looking to purchase a property and they are thinking to go to their bank directly, please share this video. And if you like our contents, please feel free to subscribe our YouTube channel. Every week we have the best content to share with you. Thank you for watching. I will see you next time.